Hey my beautiful Virgo gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with your mid-April, 15th through the 30th, mid-month tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you're more than welcome to. All that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. Now, real quick, guys, I do have a blanket on. It is fucking freezing in my house for some reason today, so I just want to go ahead and get bundled up before we do this reading. But thank you guys nonetheless for coming through. It's hella appreciated. As always, I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your day. Good morning to all my Virgos, and let's get on into it and see what we got going on. So, messages for Team Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. What do we got coming in here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on? Messages for Team Virgo here. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. All right, Virgo. Let's take a look here and see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we got some pretty fantastic stuff. Virgo, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Devil. So, you can be connecting with a Capricorn for some, your current energy. We got here the Sun card, person you're dealing with. We got here the Five of Cups. And then the outcome that's present, we got here the Seven of Pentacles. So, looking at the energy provided for you so far, the Sun card to the Devil card. You might be dealing with a Leo or possibly a Capricorn. I think that the Devil card and the Sun card here are pretty interesting because it's like you feel like you can't have your happiness until something here is paid. I kind of feel like you want some sort of karmic justice to come into play. And when I'm looking at the person you're dealing with, they're showing up as the Four of Cups. So somebody here is not really involved with you right now. Somebody here is not communicating to you. They are basically out of your life. The Four of Cups is usually somebody who's choosing to stay away. And with the outcome that's present, Seven of Pentacles, I still feel like you're just patient, you're waiting, you're honing in on trying to have this karmic type of justice, okay? So that's what I'm picking up on so far. And at the end of the day here, right, something happened between you and this person, whether they hurt you, right, because the Devil card could talk about somebody who brought some negativity into your life, somebody who hurt you in some sort of way. So what this whole scenario looks like to me so far is somebody had hurt you, Virgo, and you feel like you can't have your happiness until you see this person's debt getting repaid, until you see karma work, right? So what I've learned over time is that karma is not something that's negative nor positive. Karma just simply means action, right? So karma is always going to come around and it's always going to be available. Karma is always going to be actions, and actions will come and actions will go. But when people hone in on the energy of karmic justice, I've recently came to the realization, I don't know about any of you guys that watch Queen Cup Tarot, but you got to check out Queen Cup Tarot. She's fucking awesome. She did a channeling the other day. Let me look it up for you because I actually want to recommend this channeling to you guys. So go to Queen Cup Tarot. And this channeling she put out was the new moon shift, dark workers versus light workers. And she talked about something really interesting within that shift reading. It was talking about how the best justice isn't waiting to see somebody else get their payment, as in waiting to see them get hurt. You know, that type of karma, that type of karmic justice is never going to be beneficial for us because it just puts us back into the energy of having that same thing happen to us. So for example, if you're wishing that this person gets hurt like the way that they hurt you, you're putting yourself in a cycle only to get hurt again. But if you instead said, you know what, I don't really care about this person no more. They might have hurt me, but I'm deciding to break free from this cycle and find myself a scenario that brings me true happiness, then you are breaking free from the cycle in general. Because here's the thing, when you wish bad on somebody, or when you hope that they get the same exact pain that they gave you, you're just hoping that they receive the pain you've received. So you're manifesting pain, you're manifesting negativity. You're not manifesting love and light, you're not manifesting a better future for yourself. So that's something that I feel is really important. You know, sometimes we look at justice as, oh, justice is when this person gets their karma, when we see them suffer for the way they made us suffer. But that only just puts you back into a cycle of suffering. You know, what you put out is what you get back. And that's something that I learned. And even though a lot of people resonate with, I don't care if I'm stuck in a cycle of karma, I want to see this person pay. Well, if you continue to stay in that energy, you're going to be avoiding your happiness because you're honing in onto negativity, right? So we got to make sure here, if you want true happiness, don't let wanting to see somebody else pay for what they did to you get in the way of that. Because the moment you do that, you're keeping yourself in that low vibrational cycle that really does not serve in your highest of good. I mentioned this yesterday in the Gemini video, and it was influenced by Queen Cup and what she said in her message. You know, the best kind of karma and the best kind of justice that you can give yourself is glowing up. The best kind of justice you can give yourself is being happy and getting yourself out of the cycle in the first place. All right, so let's go ahead over here and clarify some stuff. Why is the person that Virgo is dealing with showing up here as the Four of Cups? And what do we got? We got here the Fool card. So it could be an Aries you're connecting with. Based on the person you're dealing with, though, the Fool card, they made some actions here. They definitely did some foolish things. And of course, with the Fool card, it talks about jumping and taking a leap of faith. So I do feel like the Fool card was talking about that they released you. So it looks to me like whoever this person is, after they acted like a fool, they were the ones who walked out of your life first. Okay? Moving forward from that, why is the Devil card the overall energy for Virgo? And we got here the Page of Cups, and we got here the High Priestess. So you really cared for this person on a very, very, very deep level. And that's why it hurts you so badly, whatever actions they took against you. So whatever this individual did to you, it hurts you so badly. And you were like, you're the one I really loved and cared for. I didn't expect this kind of behavior from you. So you were very taken back when this person hurt you. And looking at the Seven of Pentacles, why is the Seven of Pentacles the outcome? And we got here the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like you feel like you cannot ignore this person and what they did to you until they pay their debt. So yeah, I feel like this is all about karmic justice in your opinion. You feel like you can't be happy until you see this person getting what they deserve, getting their just due. But your true justice, Virgo, your true just due is going to be you allowing yourself to release yourself from the cycle of suffering and to not wish a cycle of suffering on this person, but instead to just claim your happiness anyways. Because all that's in the way of your happiness right now is hoping that the person you're dealing with gets karmic justice. If you let go of that shit, you can claim your happiness now. You can get your happiness now, right? And I think that's the most important thing. So what I'm going to do here, Virgo, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look and see how you feel towards them and I'm going to take a look and see how they feel towards you, what's going on with them throughout mid-April. Then I'll take a look and see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout mid-April. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll see the outcome, okay? Now, in regards to who Virgo is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Virgo? And what is going on with this individual throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th? How does the person that Virgo is dealing with feel towards Virgo? And what is going on with this individual throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th? First card out, we got here the Four of Wands. In regards to who you're dealing with, they could possibly be in a relationship now. We also have here the Page of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Wands. So looking at your person's feelings towards you currently, you know, Page of Wands to the Four of Wands, this is where things get a little interesting because Page of Wands and Four of Wands, they're hoping that you're doing better. I actually feel like based on how your person's coming off, they realize that they hurt you, they realize that they made mistakes, and Nine of Cups to the Knight of Wands, they hope that you receive everything that you're looking for. So I actually think that they have a little bit of regret for the way that they treated you in the past. I think they regret the way that they hurt you. And even though they haven't communicated this towards you, because Nine of Wands means they're keeping it to themselves, they're not letting you know this is how they feel, they keep it to themselves. But I think they do have a lot of deep regret for the way that they treated you, and I think they do genuinely wish you well. I mean, looking at whoever this person is, they may not be in communication or contact with you, but it looks to me like they wish you well. Moving forward from that, we also got here the Judgment card. If they could have a second chance to do it better, they would. So I'm seeing your person here definitely having some deep regrets about the way that they treated you. Now, in regards to what's going on with them throughout mid-April 2021, what do we got? We got here the Ten of Swords, we got here the Six of Wands, and then lastly, we got here the Five of Wands. You know, there's a lot going on in their life right now. It's definitely up and down kind of battle. I feel like they've definitely lost some things, they've gained some things, and with the Five of Wands, it's kind of just like a lot, you know? The Five of Wands can be a card that talks about conflict, but it also could just talk about multiple events going on in a person's life. Like, they're going through so much all at one time. So, I mean, based on the person you're dealing with, I feel like they're trying to turn their life around. I think they recognized that, you know, they've lost a lot of things due to their actions and they don't want to be that type of person anymore. You know, taking a look at this energy, I don't think your person's in a space where they want to keep on hurting people or they want to be stuck in a cycle of suffering. I think they're in a cycle of wanting to make amends for their wrongs and wanting to be a better person. And Virgo, I know hearing that can be triggering. You're like, well, they fucking hurt me. And now all of a sudden, you know, they want to be a better person? No, screw that. They deserve what is coming their way. But the thing is that just as I mentioned, you could escape the cycle of suffering, the person you're dealing with over here already did it. They're choosing no longer to suffer and no longer to hurt people. They're choosing to wish people well and to make up for their wrongdoings. And even though you may not believe that, and who knows, maybe the person you're dealing with may not be doing this type of energy, but this is what at least is coming up in the reading so far. So when I look at the person you're dealing with, they feel bad for the way they treated you, they totally regret it, and they want to make up for their wrongdoings, and they also want to be better moving forward. They want to escape the cycle of suffering, and they want to join the cycle of new beginnings and peace, to be quite honest. All right, now in regards to how Virgo feels towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Virgo throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. How does Virgo feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Virgo throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. First card out, we got the 9 of Pentacles. You are doing a lot better without them, and you acknowledge that. You definitely feel happier being away from this connection, but at the same time, something here still drags you down. And what still drags you down here, Virgo, is the fact that you really cared for this person, and they really hurt you in such a significant way. And it's like you feel like you can't move on until they feel the same exact pain that they've caused you, okay? So that's what I was talking about before. You know, you feel like you need your karmic justice. You feel like you need to see this person, you know, pay the debt. You know, you need to see this person get hurt like the way they hurt you in order for you to say, okay, we're even and I can move on and I can claim my happiness. And I understand that, you know, that's a totally human response. It's a totally human way of going about things. You know, sometimes it's like, I wish you could be in my shoes so you'd understand. Moving forward, we got the Hangman card here and we got the Queen of Swords here. So you feel stuck and you feel like you can't cut yourself loose. You feel very stuck here. You're like, I want this person to receive karmic justice. Once I see that this individual got their karma, I can be happy, I can claim happiness, I can keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So you're still taking that stance based on what's going on with you throughout mid-April. What do we have? We have here the King of Wands, we have here the 2 of Swords, and then we have here the 6 of Cups. Yeah, I think that you're starting to realize too that your intuition is speaking to you. I think that there's many moments throughout mid-April here where you're going to start having this feeling of, is it even worth still holding on to my past, or should I just move on from my past? Because I think that once you start thinking about your past, you realize how unhappy it makes you. And you're like, I don't deserve to be a person who reminisces about my past and gets bitter about my past and then stays in that negative energy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be free. And absolutely you do. Virgo, your intuition's been talking to you for quite a while, trying to tell you this is not the way. Hoping for karmic justice is not what's going to make you happy at the end of the day. When you see this person get their just due, if that's what you want to see, trust me, it's not going to instantaneously push you into happiness. It's going to keep you trapped into a cycle of suffering. I promise you that. Because remember, guys, whatever energy we put out into this world is the energy that we're going to get back. So if you want this happiness, Virgo, claim this happiness now. Don't worry about them. They hurt you. It sucks. They did hurt you. But you know what? They're making up for that, or at least trying to make up for that throughout the second half of the month. And I know some of you Virgos are going to be like, well, they may be making up for it with other individuals, but they haven't contacted me. They haven't talked to me. They haven't apologized to me. Maybe in due time they will. But you should release yourself from this, because the more that you focus on getting this karmic justice, it's the more that you keep yourself trapped inside a cycle that's only going to lead you to suffering and pain. And that's not what I would ever want for anybody, and that's definitely not what I want for you. And everybody also has the right to their own beliefs. I mean, Virgo, if you genuinely do believe that this karmic justice is what's going to make you happy and this is the path you want to take, you're more than welcome to take it. I can't hold anybody back, but I can only give my opinion and what I feel is my best advice for people, you know? So I know that there's going to be some people that don't resonate with what I'm saying, and that's totally okay. I want you guys to have your opinion. But I definitely feel for you guys that the best thing you can do for yourself in mid-April here is let go of the need for this karmic justice, but instead take the justice into your own hands of glowing up, of claiming happiness now, of living a lifestyle that you deserve, and honestly, loving yourself in the way that you deserve. You know, give yourself this opportunity in mid-April to say, you know what? I'm not going to let the past cripple me, and I'm not going to let the past continue to be my present. Instead, 10 of Cups, I'm going to do what emotionally fulfills me instead of focusing on what breaks me and hurts me. Okay? In regards to where energies are aligning between Virgo and this person throughout mid-April, where are things aligning? We got here the Wheel of Fortune, we got here the Three of Swords, and we got here the Five of Swords. You know, things definitely could change right now. There is a possible way for you to release your pain without having to see this person get karmic justice. You just have to be willing to open up and listen to your heart. You know, at the end of the day, it's hard to forgive people for what they do. It's hard to cast aside the shit that happened to us. But in a way, Virgo, I'm not saying that you have to forget what this person did for you, but maybe forgiving them is what will set your heart free. Because sometimes the longer we hold on to the resentment, the more we feel the pain. That's something that I learned throughout my own personal journey, at least, is that one of the reasons we stay stuck is because we still hold on to the resentment that we carry for others. And if you're still holding on to that resentment, that means you're still holding on to pain, and therefore your heart's not going to be able to mend itself. You know, it's very hard to mend a heart when your heart's full of resentment towards a specific person. So forgiving people, it's not easy. Letting go, it's not easy. But of course, investing yourself in that type of resentment, that's what only continues to keep you tied to this person. So I guess the question is you really have to ask yourself in mid-April, how badly do I want to let go of this person and live a happier life? Or how badly do I want to see them pay their debt so that I therefore could be happy? You know, either way, happiness could be yours, but there's a much quicker way to getting it. It's just claiming it now instead of focusing on this karmic justice, you know? In regards to the outcome between Virgo and the person they're dealing with, please, throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th, what is the overall outcome between Virgo and the person they're dealing with? And what do we got? We got here the Sun card. Claim the happiness, as I mentioned previously. You can claim this happiness now. You don't have to sit here and hold on to that resentment, because trust me, holding on to that resentment is what is keeping you trapped in pain. I know that this person hurt you, okay? I know that for a fact. And keep in mind, when people get hurt, it turns into a cycle of hurt people. Because you were hurt, you want to hurt them back. And that's a human thing, and I totally understand that. And I know it's hard to rise above that. And I'm not judging you, Virgo, in the slightest, if you're in the energy of hurt people, because you're supposed to feel how you feel. But there is a quicker way to claim your happiness, and there is a better cycle for you to be involved in instead of getting sucked right back in to the cycle of hurt and the cycle of struggle and the cycle of pain. You could avoid getting back into this cycle by saying, you know what, I'm letting it go. I wish them the best. I hope they do better. And the best type of justice that I could have is by glowing up, loving myself, and claiming my happiness now, instead of allowing them getting their karma being in the way of my happiness in the first place. All right? So hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully I explained it in a good way. I'm pretty sure Queen Cup Tarot probably explains it in a much better way. If you guys want to check out her video, definitely feel free to. It's the new moon shift, dark workers versus light workers. It touches bases on this topic that I was talking about, karmic injustice and what true justice is. And that's what I was feeling coming up in your reading here, okay? Nonetheless, your opinions are your opinions. You know, if you do want to pursue this, if you do want to see this person pay their debt, you know, you're more than welcome to go down that path. But I just believe that there's an easier path for you to take, and that's the path of forgiveness and letting go. Because once you let go of the resentment you have for this person, that's the moment you can give your heart the opportunity to heal. And once your heart heals, you can claim that happiness right now instead of waiting for them to pay their debt. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said here, Virgo, that's what I got coming through for you guys. It was definitely a different reading than usual, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates or helps in any way, let me know down in the comments down below. If it doesn't resonate, no worries, it's not your message. There will be more readings in the future. But Virgo, have yourselves a good one. Enjoy the rest of your April, and I'll see you guys in your next video. Much love, my Virgo gang, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.